Live from New York. It's the show that just loves lasagna.
This guy is just out of his mind today. He's fresh off 4 days in Italy, can't stop talking about it, and is out of his mind.
The food.
Everything comes in hot
No one
take.
talks about it.
It's like, oh, the
Well,
food
it's
in
great.
Italy.
You didn't know the food.
No, it's like
was
seeing,
great.
it's like when we knew Wemby was tall and we went to see him like, like, yeah, everyone talks about it, not enough at the same time. First things first. Today, are we hours away from the Lakers having Bronny James on the team, but not LeBron? Is he officially?
Well, no, I mean, we can't be hours away from that.
Maybe he's an unrestricted free agent.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
I had a question mark on that one.
Yeah.
There's a no.
Meanwhile, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, the Knicks have the third best championship odds. Is it S-Bob in New York?
Absolutely.
And finally, the most motivational segment in all of sports. Tua, who's about to make $50 million a year, somehow on the Bud list?
Is he?
Maybe. Right.
Wow, he led the league in
Got to get up to
passing
date
yards.
on the latest reports.
Okay.
man.
All right, alongside Nick Wright, who's fresh from Vegas, didn't win a lot of money, but on the Blackjack table.
But didn't lose a lot, right?
No, I did all right. I
did all right.
I did all right overall.
That's
Nobody
a
cares about our
success.
personal lives. We're here for sports. Who's on the bubble bud list? Brew?
Gambling's not a sport now.
Who's on the bubble bud list?
Bro, you had 5 years.
Not sure.
All right,
No, I got 3,
all right, let's talk.
and that's that.
Okay,
It'll
then
be
stop
3.
yelling at me about 5. Barely get to 3. We start with the shrapnel of a draft day Woj bomb. While outlining some draft day trades, Woj wrote, the Suns have said they're keeping Durant for now, but that could change next season. Uh-oh, Matt Ishbia didn't like that. Phoenix loves Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant loves Phoenix. What? And we are competing for a championship this year because we have the team to do it. Gotta love draft night. Go Suns! Are you shocked that Durant's trade rumors are percolating?
Listen, I don't know how anyone could be shocked. Phoenix is incredibly high on the NBA's no clue what they're doing list. And
It might be number 1.
Well, I don't know.
The Wizards
Detroit
are-
exists. The Wizards are out
Yeah, there's
there.
some bad
I mean, there are
teams out
some.
here.
But the other teams on that list are just in this perpetual no man's land of rotating through coaches,
Yeah.
not having star players. Now the Suns are rotating through coaches, but they do have. They were recently in the finals, and they have 2 top 20 players in the league. The fact of the matter is this. They are right now in the grasp of one of, to use your buddy's coined phrase, new owner syndrome, one of the worst cases of it in NBA history. And because they have just pressed the accelerator down fully for Kevin Durant, made sense but was risky. For Bradley Beal, didn't make sense, was incredibly risky. And I think now, Brew, is in something of denial about how close they actually are to contention, that the team might view this roster's championship aspirations differently than the players on it. So it wouldn't shock me at all if Kevin Durant's like, yeah, I've kind of always been restless, and this is not going the way I thought it was going to go, and I wouldn't want to be here. I think it would be smart if Phoenix traded Kevin Durant and accepted their reality of we're not contending during what is left of his, tail end of his prime.
Yep.
But I don't think they're going to do it before the season because I don't think Matt Ishbia wants to accept that reality.
You said a lot there. First of all, let's say Houston was one of the teams rumored to be interested in Durant. I don't think that'll happen. If I was Houston, I'd be more interested in Devin Booker.
Well, sure.
They're younger.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win. I don't think
I think the
Durant's
whole
winning any
league-
more chance. If the team he needs to go to has to be really close,
OKC.
like Milwaukee or OKC, somebody like that where he's just that final piece. He's not leading you anywhere. I'm sorry, he's not. Not to a championship. He didn't lead teams to championships in his prime. So he's going to do it at 36. He'll be 36 when the season starts. It's not happening. Now, as far as I don't think they'll trade him. All right. I don't think you pay Mike Budenholzer. Sure, he can build a program. He's done that. But I think you bring in Mike Budenholzer for $10 million a year because you feel like we got a roster that's right there. And you do have 3, but you do have, I mean, part of the problem, and look, I don't think they're winning a championship, but I'm saying part of the problem is health, and that's always a problem with Bradley Beal. But they've got 3 healthy stars. If they have 3 healthy stars, Yusef Nurkic, Grayson Allen, I mean, it's okay. But I think you got to give it a shot. And then see how things go before you make changes.
Wasn't this year giving it a shot?
Yeah, well, they can say everybody was hurt, or at least Beal.
But they weren't in the playoffs.
But they hadn't developed chemistry.
Okay.
I'm with you in that. I don't think they're going anywhere. I just don't think they're going to make the trade. Here's the other thing before you go. I don't want to hear from Kevin Durant that you want out.
Oh, see, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. Who are you to be wanting out? It's like
he didn't say
the same thing as right. There's rumor. It's like Joel Embiid. I don't want to hear from you that you want out. You're part of the reason we can't go far. Joel Embiid has no business saying to the Sixers, I want out, because he can't stay healthy, which is part of their problem. And Kevin Durant, if the Suns can't go further, part of it is you. Okay? Part of it is because you didn't play as well as you should in the playoffs, and you let a young boy talk trash to you and then kick you out of the playoffs in 4 games? I mean, at some point, guys got to look in the mirror. If I'm supposed to be that good, then I got Devin Booker. But I got Bradley Beal.
Well, yeah,
let's get it done.
Sometimes you have Bradley Beal.
And also,
I just don't want to hear from a superstar that's not delivering that I want out.
For the record, poor Joel Embiid's at home like, what the heck? First back, I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to get Paul George here. I'm not asking. And Kevin Durant hasn't said anything.
Right.
I was going to ask you. It feels like once you're in trade rumors, and it's a little bit of like, you know what?
So I disagree with Brew entirely on this. I wish Kevin Durant would ask out.
Oh. Again?
Here's the thing, man. He's a wanderer. And whether he stays in Phoenix or doesn't stay in Phoenix, that is going to be his rep.
A wanderer.
A wanderer.
Like a Rolling Stone.
He is restless, and he seems unable to find basketball peace. And he has had a lot of different environments, and he's found it nowhere. And it's not just about the winning, because he was at the apex of the winning, and it's not like, oh, but I wasn't a big part of it. No, you were the Finals MVP, and that, by the way, I supported him in leaving that, because I did think he had more to go prove. Brooklyn didn't happen for him the way he wanted to. Phoenix is not happening. So here's the point I'm making, Brew. If he were to ask out, it doesn't change his rep at all. The only thing that can change his rep is if we see him on another significant postseason run. Because Kevin Durant, like, honest to God, does he have a single really memorable moment as a Sun? No. It's like, wait, didn't he and Booker both score like 40 in a playoff series against the Nuggets? I think, like, they set some record or what? Nothing. Durant, post-Warriors Durant, the last 5 years, it's somewhat similar to what I say about Josh Allen, which is his best win was a loss. Post-Warriors Kevin Durant, what's the apex?
Yeah.
The foot on the line game. Where he played unimpeachably great, could have won. Maybe they win the title if they do it that year, all those things, but they lost in round 2, like that Bills team, by the way. And so the point, like,
But where do you, I mean, again, Milwaukee, sure, that'd be awesome, but where do you want to see him go? Like you said, he can't find happiness anywhere.
So I don't think that Houston's the answer. Yeah, and I don't think Milwaukee's realistic. I think right now, I think Phoenix is super far away, and I think in part because I don't think even healthy Bradley Beal is a top 30 guy. I think Bradley Beal at this point in his career is not that player anymore. And I like Bradley Beal, and he had a very nice, he's had a nice career, but I don't think he's that player anymore. So it has been 7 years since we've seen Kevin Durant play a playoff game outside of round 2. 7 years.
But are we blaming that on everybody else around him?
No, I am not. What I am saying, though, is I don't think he any longer, at 36 years old, is capable of dragging a team to contention. So I would like to see him in a better basketball situation because he's still an awesome player. And he's still a legend of the game that we are going to go his entire 30s and not see a relevant playoff game.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, so suppose Kevin Durant saw this segment and he texted
Text
you.
Joel Embiid. Like, what's this guy talking about?
Outside.